Dearest ones, blue angels matter. Violet angels matter. All legions of angels matter to those among humanity who are sensitive to the higher worlds and would work with us for planetary change, transformation, and salvation. As you have engaged this day with us, we have interceded in accordance with cosmic law as best we are able, and given the conditions that you are witnessing manifesting around the world, I must say that indeed blue angels matter, violet angels matter, all angels matter. For when we are called forth with love, with honor, and with an urgency on your parts, we are as the cosmic EMT group. And our response is swift and sure and powerful. And you, O mankind, are the beneficiaries of God's intercession through the extension of her consciousness within the angelic realms of light. For we are servitors of the Most High, and we engage as we are allowed and directed from on high. Blessed ones, every prayer that you utter, that you call forth with sincerity and with love, is answered immediately in some way. And even if you do not know fully the dynamics of karma involved in a given situation, we are able to draw forth cosmic energies as blessings and as benevolent boons to those areas and individuals and situations where you direct your love, your light, your consciousness to bring forth some positive effect within your world. It is cosmic law that when called upon, we must reply. And we do indeed, with great fervor. For our hearts, our beings are on fire, blessed ones, with the living light of God's eternal presence vouchsafed to us. And this light is the answer to every dilemma, every knotty issue, every situation that seems impossible to resolve. While I say that nothing is impossible for God to resolve, when we are called upon, for we have what you would term supernatural powers, yet these are simply the extension of God's eternal grace and God's omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent awareness extended through our pinions of light unto mankind to bring that grace into manifestation in a practical and dynamic way. In fact, dearest ones, we are often the arbiters of the release of karma. And you have read of this in scriptures. God calls us forth, and we deliver what we are called upon to bring forth with specificity, with cosmic accuracy, in accord with the law of cause and effect. It is so exact that if you could see the specifics of this dynamic, you would be amazed, dearest ones, seeing the records of all individuals involved, their past lives, their past karmas, and what they must balance in a given situation, at a given time, in collaboration with or in dissonance toward others with whom they have these karmas. And the mercy of God is always at play in this sacred dynamic. Because as our Father, Mother, God, it is God's great desire not to enslave mankind or to judge them as a wrathful deity. It is always God's desire to bring every created being back into the fold of oneness, into the sense of beingness within the presence, into the harmony and the great understanding of that harmonic where all life may move forth in a stream of divine love and joy, of holiness and understanding. And so the positive effects of what we do are not always understood in the moment, yet in the greater picture, in the universal perspective, the outpicturing of karma is a grace, a mercy brought unto all with that accuracy of God's knowledge of everyone and everything, of all time and space, and of all that is beyond the 3D realms in which you live. Precious ones, when you understand this and are merciful, graceful, are cautious in how you speak to one another, and when you are lacking in judgment in the negative sense, by choosing to see the best within everyone and help them to realize their eternal nature in God, you become an angelic presence where you live, move and have your being on our behalf. Yes, you are extensions of the angelic world when your loving kindness reaches beyond the human domain and extends that powerful manifestation of holiness from our realms into yours as a cosmic blessing and boon to souls. After these prayer sessions, we encourage you, dearest ones, to spend some time alone in contemplation of the work that we together have done, and to ask to see into the cosmic record book of life the effects of your prayers, your meditations, your songs, and our common work together. You would be amazed to behold just how many people are impacted by these sessions in a positive and powerful way. You may even see family members who have passed from the screen of life, encouraging you to be on time and to participate with all of your being focused and concentrated on this work. Some ascended, some yet remaining in the etheric planes, ready to reincarnate again for their work upon earth to be completed in due time. O precious ones, God is great and understands men's hearts, women's minds, and the lives of children, what they would choose to engage in, and how all may come into fruition in accord with the law of love, the law of inner beingness, when people are simply more godly, more prescient, and choose to be understanding of every person, every situation, as God beholds and sees it from a higher and more universal perspective. You often judge more harshly than God does, in the sense of pegging people as this or that way. Even politicians and those who you know do not lead noble lives as you do. Yet the mercy of God is everlasting. The honor, the integrity of what God has set in motion as universal laws is something that we are always amazed at when we participate with that law of the One in rendering assistance as well as other dynamics in various situations that we are called to. O precious ones, when you live in the harmony and the balance of oneness, there is a grace extended that is truly heavenly, flavorful in the highest sense, that brings you to the new you that is being born a little bit more each day. That crystalline being who you truly are in the eyes of God, self-realizing your nature in some very precious way each hour, each moment. Yes, when you feel your eternal nature one with God's, we are there, fanning the flames of the Holy Spirit in your midst and keeping you in that sense of peace, brother, sisterhood, and love. You see, dearest ones, though some of you observe us as these muscular, powerful beings who do God's bidding, at our core, we are still pure light and pure love. And we serve because we love God with our entire being, as you are learning more to do each day. When you participate in this dynamic within the Heart Center community of loving God more and more, and focusing that love throughout the day in conscious works of creativity and grace, again we are there, fanning the fires of that love, bestowing upon you magnanimous and articulate blessings of the Spirit, which bring you again and again into a holy state where you are literally living in the etheric light energy field of all of your holy brothers and sisters, the angels, who truly do matter because they live in spirit. What I have shared today, I pray that you will take to heart and realize just how close we are unto you, each one. And in those moments when you are burdened with various aspects of life's pressures, simply releasing those burdens unto God, and asking for our presence to abide in your midst, to give you that boost, will truly, dearest ones, make a difference and allow you then to move beyond these and to again know that you are protected, that you are sealed, that you are always living in the vital and cosmic energies of holy grace in the presence of those who love you, who succor you, and nurture your souls hour by hour. Every hour is a sacred opportunity to know God's presence more. And when you engage in this sacred work, your lives become sublime, your burdens dissolve, and the grace of God is always with you, precious ones. May this day and the morrow and every day be filled with greater joy, greater energy for you to engage in those works of the Spirit and provide others with inspiration to themselves know God more intimately and profoundly. I am your Michael, with all the legions of heaven at your beck and call. Yes, precious ones, use us, for we are those who matter for you, again because we are spirited beings living in the presence of the One eternally. Thank you.